Guys, another episode of EPMA, and a lot of you have been asking me if you're over the age of 40, 50, even the ripe age of 60, can you still wear makeup like you're seeing all over the place? And the answer is yes. You can wear anything you want. We're gonna break the rules today, okay? We're gonna wear shimmers, we're gonna wear bold colors, we're gonna wear pops of color in the eyes, we're gonna wear highlighter. Whoa, things are crazy. What's going on? Is it opposite day? No. I'm just letting you know that you can do anything you want to do. It's just you have to know how to do it. You can make your own rules, okay? So this is for all my biddies over 40, 50, 60. Hey girls, hey! So this is my mother-in-law, Beverly. She is my husband's mommy. And she's very beautiful without makeup, and we're just gonna amplify it. We're just gonna make her even hotter. And some people might say she's a gilf. So we're gonna start with the MER, because it's important to start with the good stuff. You really want to moisturize your skin. If you have really dry skin, then maybe you want to put on some sort of oil before and then this. If you're doing it to yourself, you can use your hands, but when I work with other clients, I like to use a brush because then they don't have my grubby hands all over them, and I can spread it really evenly. And a synthetic brush is not going to eat any of the product.
Feels luxurious.
Very luxurious. This puppy will set you back a couple $100s. Okay, then I'm gonna throw some Kale and Aloe sunflower oil, Tripeptide 5 from Youth to the People. This is also super heavy and super moisturizing. So you know my favorites, the IV Moisture Boost under eye patches, Hydrogel patches. Then I'm just gonna take a little bit of this Lucas Paw Paw ointment, and we're going to place a little bit on the lips. So by the time we get to the lips, they'll be nice and moisturized because we're just gonna get as much moisture onto this face as possible. We are going to start with the eyes. So we're gonna start with framing the face with the ANASTASIA brow pencil, and this is in blonde. To make it one step further, we're gonna use the Boy Brow by Glossier. That will set your brow. Instead of using a primer, we're going to use this Mally stick. So I'm just applying this like a normal shadow, and look, it's got shimmer in it. God forbid anyone should wear shimmer past the age of 30.
I do have a question about the eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, I see a lot of these fabulous eyes that you do, but how appropriate is it at my age to do some of that, like a cat eye?
It's totally appropriate as long as you spend enough time perfecting it. So messy eyes aren't gonna look good at any age. I would avoid going any higher than this crease right here. I would stay under the crease. Don't bring anything up here, you don't need to. If you wanna wash this out, use a matte eyeshadow or just leave it open like that. Using from the Master Palette by Mario, I'm going to take a little bit of this Muse and I'm going to place it right on the lid. Let's see. Usually there is a lot more texture in this area, and so that's why we don't want to go any higher to accentuate the texture.
Is that a nice way to say a lot of lines and creases?
Yes, that's the correct way to say it. That first layer we did could just be all you do. This is showing you that you can layer and you can become more dramatic at any age. And then we just blend again. I'm going to take a black. I'm going to take this black right here, and I'm just going to smoke a little bit in the corners, and that will be our beginner of our cat eye. It's not about whether or not you can go bold, it's whether you know how to put your makeup on. You can adjust any look to your eye. So what we're just doing is placing this little black right here in the corner. And I'm doing it with powder first just to see how it looks. Just a little cat eye situation, let's see. And you want, when you're doing it, it's great to do with powder first, because then if you want to change the shape a little bit, you can really see, let's see, you can see how it's going to look. And anytime you put a lot of color by the lash line, it'll make the lashes look thicker and fuller and make your eyes really stand out. We're gonna use Feline by MAC. This is a matte cream liner that, like, once it's down, it stays in place. So I'm gonna rub it on my hand, and I'm gonna use the brush rather than the pencil so that I can really get in there. This is a great brush. It is 304 by Smith, and just go over everything I just did. What's nice is it kind of softens the pencil from the black shadow that we already laid down, so it doesn't look as drastic. That if I were to just draw a black line without putting any of that, it might be a little too drastic. And then we're gonna go in and do some mascara. So I'm using the Better Than Sex mascara. I think this mascara is really thickening and really amazing. Now we could do a primer, we could do a lot of different things. We didn't curl them either. But really I'm just trying to get a nice base to throw a couple fake lashes on. So now what we're gonna do is take a lash, and I don't wanna overwhelm you. Not free double flares, just to give a little edge on the outside of the eye. So look at the difference that makes. It's crazy. Then we'll go underneath the eye. We're gonna take a little bit of its Tightline. Such a nice little definition, but not over the top. And we're doing shimmery and loud colors. Look at the end. So next, I'm going to take a little bit of the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer. I'm just going to take this and place it anywhere that we're going to use foundation. So now we are going to put on a little foundation. This is the CC Cream Plus. This is the Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream, and it's an anti-aging hydrating serum, and it has SPF 50.
Wow.
50, honey.
That's great.
Right? When you're over 50, you want to really, not everyone, I'm not going to say everyone, but a lot of people are going to need more moisture. So it's all about moisturizing primers, luminizing primers, making sure that there's not a lot of mica in it. And then it's always nice to have like that little SPF added bonus in your foundation. And now I'm just going to take my beauty blender and meld everything in there. Because again, as we get older, our eyesight gets a little worse, and we do have more texture on our skin, so sometimes we can be a little messy with our foundation. So this brush really melds it into the skin and buffs it on. And then your beauty blender, make sure you have no harsh lines. And then we're going to take a little bit of concealer. I'm going to go with the Naked Skin Peach. I'm using MAC's 221 brush, which is normally an eyeshadow brush, but I like to use this brush because it blends. I'm putting this is combating dark. This is orange, so it's going to combat that bluish dark right there. And I'm blending it onto your skin, so look up at the ceiling. Perfect. I'm going to get all the way under the lashes. You're really just getting all of the product blended beautifully into the skin. If you put too much product down, which is everyone's first move, it's just going to get stuck, it's going to move around. And so I love a dry blending brush that you would normally use like a dry shadow for, because I really feel like you're able to blend out any area, really. Now what we're going to do is take a little bit of cream blush, Peachy Nude by Glossier Cloud Paint. This is Dusk.
Now what do you suggest as far as powder versus cream?
So I suggest using a cream first to lay down the color, and then we'll go in with a powder over that to give you a little bit more dimension. Maybe we'll throw a little shimmer in there. Oh my goodness, imagine that. And we want everything kind of above this. We want everything pulling up. Then I'm going to take this Tom Ford Peach colored blush, and then right on the top of your apples, I'm just going to place a little of this kind of hue, this pink hue. And again, this is just going to give a little bit. So we went kind of natural, we built it, and then we're just adding a little bit of powder. Then I'm taking a little bit of this highlighter, and I'm going to just whisk it on top, just to give a little bit of hydration back. And then I'm gonna go back with the, and blend just a little bit. Perfect. You have great lips. You do.
Who knew?
So if you don't have great lips, you can, like I don't even think you need a line. You have just like really good natural lips. So you can just throw this like light peachy color over if you want. Or we could get more bold with it. Now, at this age, I hope that you're used to putting on your own lipstick, right? So what I'm gonna have you do is take this lipstick, and I'm gonna give you a mirror. A woman of a certain age should definitely be able to put on her lipstick better than any makeup artist. So bold lips, shimmery eyes. Who would have thought? Highlighter?
Going out on the town.
Going out on the town.
Oh my God, look at my eyes.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed us karate chopping all the rules. Again, it's not what you wear, it's how you wear it. So that's what you gotta remember as you get more refined in your age. Okay, honey? I just turned 40 and I feel sporty. Okay? Have a great week. Subscribe, comment below, and ask me questions. EPMA for life.